And then moving on to the next segment, which is about Monster Hunter World 4. Over to you, Swinny.
What? Monster Hunter World 4?
You know, I knew that I'd do that. Every time I see Monster World, I always think of Monster Hunter World. It's like so weird.
Okay, so last week, my favorite news story that we covered was the announcement of a remake of Monster World 4. Now I'm following you. Called Wonder Boy, Asha in Monster World. And we knew that there was expected to be a trailer coming, because that was announced just before Gamescom, and throughout the weekend they showed this trailer. And it's a 2.5 3D game or whatever. Not 2.5. 2.5D. Sorry, 2.5D. 2.5D game.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, it looks really rough. Like,
it looks horrible. It looks so bad.
And you're like thinking, okay, wait.
It looks so bad.
Why, like, if the game was so unfinished, first of all, why put this trailer out? But if that's actually what it's going to end up looking like on release, because this game is being released next year, like early next year.
Q1, yeah, next year.
Man, it just makes me think, you know, Simpsons, when you've got Ralph and they like pause the video, you can pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half.
Yeah. That was
me watching this. This was me watching this trailer. I was like, like the biggest smile on my face, and then just, oh my god. Because the thing is, right, I don't think, unless you really do not like pixel graphics, 2D pixel, then if you show gameplay of the original Mega Drive game and this one, I don't think anyone would say that the new one looks better.
Dude. So, okay, two things. Number one, I was actually shocked, man. I feel like I'm broken as a person. I actually was watching this and I actually felt bad for you. Like, I didn't think, oh, this is funny, because you were really looking forward to this. This is hilarious. I actually felt bad for you. I was like, oh, man, I'm bummed for Swinny, man. He's, like, pumped for this game. He's, like, looking forward to it. He's going to play it. And I'm like, this looks like dog shit. This game looks horrible. It looks like... It looks like a fan project that's, like, a bad fan project. Like, that they've done for, like, half a year. And the second point is, just quickly, you said if they put footage. They put footage in the trailer side by side of the 2D game and then this game, and the 2D game looks so much better. What are you doing? You did that. That's our own goal. It's like, what are you doing? Oh,
and if you've never played Monster World 4, which a lot of people wouldn't have, you probably wouldn't know, because it's not talked about a lot, that it is a great game. So if the game still controls the exact same, it's still probably going to be a good game, just looks like absolute crap. But it also looks like it doesn't play very well. Like, just from looking at it, doesn't look like it has like a good movement to the character or anything. Yes. And then you just think, man, like, what it could have been if the developers of the Dragon's Trap remake or the Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom had worked on this game, then you'd have this glorious, like, hand-drawn 2D art style with, you know, remake of this game that is probably, as I said before, is probably my favorite Mega Drive game that I've ever played. Man,
it's odd. It's baffling.
What changed in that week? Like, it's like, oh my god! Like,
highs and lows.
I was so pumped for this. Like, I put together, like, you know, to make sure we got the timeline of the games right and everything.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then this dog shit trailer, freaking Wonder Boy Asher in dog shit world is what probably
you put more time in prepping last week than they have in this trailer. That's a bit harsh, but it's like, this is such an own goal, this trailer. Like, you know, we were chatting about Suicide Squad last week, and I know that that's coming out in 2022, to be fair, but there's a lot of games that are coming out this year that we still don't have gameplay footage of. Just like, you know, trailers and just, you know, hype building trailers. I don't know who's leading this team or the publisher. Like, surely, I don't know, man. My initial reaction when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is bad, dude. This is almost like so bad. It's like, is this a troll? Like, are they having people on? And then like a real trailer's coming out the next day or something. It's weird, man.
Windscape looked better than this. And I already talked about how bad that game was.
Like, are
what
you going to get
you,
this game? Like, it can't get much better than this. Surely it can't get that much better than this.
No, I'll probably still actually play it. Yeah, because I love the original so much. It's almost out of like even if it turns out that it is actually not good, it there's that morbid curiosity part, of me that'll be like, I need to experience this. But you know how there's so many videos out there of people reacting to trailers and things. I haven't done it yet, but I want to watch trailer reactions to
Oh,
this if
yeah.
there's anyone has, because you just like that moment where my heart break. I just want to see other people being like, "Wait, what? Wait,
Damn, I kind
that's
of
what it
wish
looks
that
like."
I wish that you filmed a reaction video to it.
Jesus,
It would have been way more entertaining than the actual game and
man.
the trailer. It's just, yeah, it's very strange, man. Like, because we did speak about it last week, not the rehash, but you know, it like they've made so many good remakes recently in this kind of bigger series, and this is just like, those remakes are like almost 10 out of 10 remakes.
Man, I
and,
just
and this is just such a fail,
speechless.
like from what I've seen so far.
And
it
there's
it
just
looks
so much.
worse.
This.
Okay, do you remember this Bloodstained? It looks worse than the Switch version of Bloodstained when that launched, but this is
Oh well, I
like,
don't know. I don't know what that looked like, but I'm
oh, that
going
was
to
bad.
assume it looked way
That was
better than this.
No, that was pretty bad, dude. Like, they had to issue refunds for people. It was so bad, but this looks worse than that. And this is kind of advertising the best version of the game, theoretically. It looks like they're advertising the worst version of the game, like the mobile version of it or something. It's very
It
odd,
seriously
man.
looks like, and it's not that it just looks bad. It looks like it was made in like early 2000s.
Yeah, it's
Like the
very
actual
weird.
textures are like just like the brick textures are just flat bricks that look like they were, out of Quake almost. Quake looked better than this game. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it's really weird because, like, again, I can't get over the fact that they show the original game to the left and this remake, and the original game just looks so much better. And you can actually see the animation. The animation in the original is just, it's good. It's like fluid. It has
Yeah,
dynamism, and
and
the
it's
animation
got
in this is
character
just
to it.
so wooden. It's just like they've taken a leg and they've got another keyframe and there's just averaged it out. You know what I mean? It's like the leg is going to move into that position on a sort of monotonic scale. It's just done. It's just weird. Oh,
And
strange one. I can't believe you're going to get
I'm
this game. You're not going to buy it, are you? Seriously?
no, well, I'll see. I'll wait to see kind of how the game progresses because they may fix stuff up based on the reception. But
But it can't be
I'm
good. This game is doomed now. It can be average
but
at best.
the original game was still so good that I'm still interested in trying it out.
I get that though. Actually, like, if you took one of my favorite games of all time, maybe my favorite game, Super Metroid, and you made you got these people to make a remake for Super
Oh
Metroid.
shit! Oh
Now,
my! Imagine the backlash. Oh my god!
I have to say, like, maybe it's still a good game. Like, it's super wooden, but Metroid, just the game, and this game's a bit like it as well. Like the map and everything in it and how it builds up, it's kind of half of the charm of the game. So yeah, I'm actually now fascinated. I'm almost willing to chip in to help get you this game, just to
Like,
get your reaction for it.
just imagine this: you're the developer, and you pitch yourself to often publishers and things based on the previous work you've done. Imagine a publisher seeing a developer's work or their pitch deck or their portfolio or whatever, that they've remade this game that looks like gorgeous 2D, classic pixel art to
Yeah,
this monstrous, horrible outdated 3D. Like, I can't think of anything worse that a publisher would look at seeing kind of what you've done there. And I really hope they turn this around. Like,
yeah.
I really hope that they go, this is already a very niche remake. And when the people that are, your true target audience are just shitting all over it, surely you're going to have to stop and think and go, wait, we need to do something about this. So I hope they turn it around. They haven't got that long to do it, but you never know. Maybe they could even say, we're going to retool this and delay. But yeah, it's so bad.
Or,
It's so bad.
or maybe make a remake of the game and then have an even more obscure title. for it.
What
Yeah, look, I
a
don't want to
remake
shit
of the
all over.
remake?
Yeah, I don't want to shit all over the developers because, like, you know, oftentimes it's like they don't have enough budget or time, or maybe they're looking at it and going, "Geez, like this is not like to the level that they're even happy with." You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm gonna shit all over him because anybody like if you're the head of this studio, why would you give your okay for this trailer footage to be
That's the part that
released?
doesn't make sense to me. Like, unless they're sort of like, because this does happen in business, where people go, you know what, this is gonna like blow up if we put this out. But I don't think this game has enough of a following that people will actually blow up about it. Like, you're
I
probably
mean,
one of the biggest people on the internet that's blowing up on at the
these I mean these developers, Studio Art Dink or Art Dink, they've been around since late 80s, right? So they're not new to this, and they're most famous for the A Train simulation games, right?
Mm.
But I mean, just looking, they've worked on a lot of titles. A lot of them seem to be ports and things, but they've worked on a lot of games. And a lot of games that I recognize that look way better than this game. So I just don't understand what's happened here. I really don't understand. It's like they gave the wrong footage to the marketing person to put this bloody trailer together.
Like, the thing that just baffles me from the start, and you see it straight away, is the walk cycle is so bad. Like, the initial walk cycle, it's like the first thing that you want to get right in a game like this. And it just looks so wooden and clunky and very like, 90s, or like worse than 90s. Like, I don't know. Like, I was watching that and going, actually, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like 64, when PlayStation
Hmm.
64, when the first game started coming out in 3D and they didn't know how to like animate it as well as they do now, obviously. And it looks very like wooden and weird. Like, that's what it looks like to me. It's just like, oh god, this is rough. Like, from the first moment you see it. So, oh god, I'm worried about this game. I think it's doomed. So yeah, it's
Uh,
coming out early next year. So I guess we'll see how it goes when you play it through and beat it. Maybe one of the few people that reviews it online.